Link. I'm sorry. But my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold it.
Has finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge!
This will be our final opportunity. We will not fail!
Let's go, little guy! Now! Open up wide, Ganon!
100 years in the making. Hold on, Princess. Our moment has arrived.
Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before. I entrust you with the bow of light, a powerful weapon in the face of evil. Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power, or all of your memories. But courage need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten. As
ready to roll.
Use the updraft, Link. Do it, Link.
I've been keeping watch over you all this time. I've witnessed your struggles to return to us, as well as your trials in battle. I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years. Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
Alright, guys, well, I don't know what I can say about this title. That was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And it was such a fantastic title. And I mean, even though my review's late to the game and all that kind of good stuff, and a playthrough's late, this is one of those games that takes time, and you really have to respect the title because they did such a good job to keep it such an open world, and but yet such a straight path that we could take. And the characters were all fantastic, memorable characters, and actually have good voice acting in most of it, I would say. But I'd say about 90% of it was very good. The side stories were fun, interesting. I don't know what I can say negative besides two things. And I know it sounded kind of contradicting, but I have two things that could need tweaked a little bit. Motion controls were kind of wonky, and not everything. It was just mainly during the puzzles for the shrines. There were times I would hold it forward, I would try it, and I'd keep it holding forward, and it would still be shifting. And so then I'd have to back out of it, go back into it several times just to get the puzzles to work. And the second thing is the horse riding. At the end there, I never used the horse because it was such a clunky experience to me. And maybe it was just me. I don't know. But horse riding seemed like I was driving a rock. It would not turn. It didn't move when I wanted to, and I always get caught on the environment. It was just more convenient to teleport and run to me. That's me, but those are the two main gripes I have on the game. And the boss fight at the end there wasn't that challenging. I'm not saying I wanted it to be hard. And obviously, Ganon gets half his health depleted because of the guys we saved along the way through the divine spirits and everything. That was awesome. I love that you could do that. And if I wanted to, I could do it without the divine spirits and probably really have a harder fight. But the end fight on horseback was just kind of wonky to me. I get their concept, but to me, again, I'm not big on the horses. The whole amiibo support I thought was done very well. I wish they would have done one thing with the amiibos, and that was to re-release those for this title, because obviously the markup on a lot of the harder to find ones, some of them that were just released 6 months ago, are non-existent. They were, $80, $90, $100 on some spots. So I wish they would have brought that back for people like me that didn't get to collect them all. But again, that's a small gripe. All the characters were great. I love the armor choices. Playing with different armor was super fun. Different armor for different situations. At first I thought, there'd be no way. I'm going to pick what armor I want and stick with it. But there were times I would switch in the middle of doing stuff. I'd be swimming and then I'd go, got to climb a wall. I'd switch back to my climbing armor, and then I'd switch back to this armor and that armor, and it was awesome. Having destructible weapons was great. It was hard sometimes. There were times I had to go farm shields and swords because I was so out of it. But I like that concept because it allowed me to really get used to playing with other weapons. In games, we usually pick our favorite weapon, use it until we find the next thing, use the next one to the next thing. And that's not a problem because you're constantly finding newer stuff, and it all has their purpose. The Divine Beasts were awesome. I loved all the different mechanical spots inside of them and twisting and turning them to make them feel big when they kind of were big, but they're almost on different levels big. But you had to think methodically on how you wanted to turn things. But yet it was still easy enough that after a few tries you go, oh, okay, this is what they wanted me to do. So it really wasn't super hard, but it was challenging enough to keep you pushed forward and not get frustrated. Obviously, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I'm giving this a solid 10. It deserves it. It deserves a very special place in everybody's gaming cabinet, gaming heart, because they put so much love in this, and I'm excited to see what the future brings with these new concepts. I'm happy that they released it on the Switch and didn't force it to be a Wii U exclusive or something like that, or vice versa. I'm glad they brought it to from the Switch to the Wii U as well, because not everybody could get a Switch. The Wii U is still a fantastic device, and I love it, and I still own one, and I was considering picking up on it just to see the differences. Obviously, I picked it up on the Switch, and I fell in love. So enough of me rambling and all that, and we're going to end the video there because I'm excited to go back and adventure, because I adventured probably good 20 plus hours off screen just to do side missions and other things, but there's still tons of things I need to do, I'm sure. And especially the DLC coming out soon, hopefully. So, again, solid 10. There's no arguing this. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you can, give the video a like. Helps us out quite a bit. Also, check out the channel. We have tons of videos going on over there. Until next time, you guys, stay frosty.